There we go. Hopefully that's loud enough. I haven't turned on the music yet. I'm waiting. Olivia, you need to go somewhere. Too many things on my desk. You can go over here. There we go. I'm hoping everything sounds okay. Oh. What's my laptop say? Says I need to. Okay. I think we're good. Let's add music. Looks like I'm good. Yeah? Adding music? Too loud? Not loud enough? Delay? Yeah, it's good. Okay, cool. I guess I'll just leave this on in the background, even though I have chat on this. Go that. That looks a little out of focus, though. That looks better. Okay, can I adjust you without you freaking out? Nope. Okay, hang on. There we go. Is it back? Yeah, it's back. Do not touch camera unless you absolutely have to. Okay. We're going to be coloring things today and probably inking things, and we'll see how many we get. I haven't done too many ahead of time. I think we're good. Okay, so that was today. If you watch my Instagram, should I post on Twitter? Twitter's such a mess right now. Oh, okay, no problem. It's not like I need too much encouragement. I gotta figure out what to talk about. I almost snapped past stream time. That would have been major bad. So we'll explain what Outfit August this year is. I only found out about Outfit August probably like a couple years ago. I think this book has the first one. There's, as always, sketchbook tours happen randomly. I did May 1st, so it was 2018 was the first time I did it. It might have been around longer than that. I don't know. You got my washi tape swatches. Hey, look at that. That's a familiar squid. There's another familiar squid. That's one of my familiar squids, and so is that. I don't know why I have Speedball Gonzalez right there. It's just a random note. But yeah, the first year I did with May. Because I draw May all the time, even though I'm pretty sure... There's a preview. I've changed a lot of these. One of the big ones that I did change. Hold on. This one. This one's totally different now. I believe it looks more like this now. Did I draw it recently? I don't think I did. I have not. This is totally different. It's got a second skirt tier. I think some of the accessories are different, but yeah. It's... The first time I drew Skint and Brassic. That was the first time I drew that hairstyle, so it's out of print. So that was the first year I did it. It was 2018. And the following year, we did Nero. When I first came up with that. And then I think I tried to, like, vary it up between males and females. I think the year after that were the Threads of Yugen boys. I did 2. And so for some of it was double. That was too much work and it was dumb. So I never will do that again. And then last year's should be Rhea, which was one of my first other OCs. And in fact, the outfit we're doing today is this one. So this year we're just doing Halloween outfits for everybody because it's never too early to celebrate Halloween. Sips juice. So I'm using some of the old ones that takes a little bit off me because we just finished July. But I did promise I was going to show Baby Dio's artwork. So I have a couple of pictures of these on my Instagram. I haven't done on Twitter yet. I made this little book in like middle school. And I had to use vocabulary words, so that's why they're underlined. It's so, you know. This is about them learning how to cook, so we'll come back to that. But this is the very first one. I don't have a date on it, but I made it look like an actual comic book, so it has a little comic book thing here. And they did a little first issue, and then this is them drawing each other up. I have one of those multi-pencils, right? Like, if you play Splatoon, you know that the ballpoint pen, Gatling gun, Splatling gun? It's like one of those, but it had pencils instead of, like, ink pen, ballpoint pens. And that's what I use, like, exclusively. And it's really funny. It's really old school, but this is the first time I ever drew Vicky. Look at that glow up, guys. Yeah, I want to say I remember it being one of those because it's just, I remember that. I didn't know they made a pencil one until I had bought one, and I don't think they made one since. And I want to say I bought it at Sanrio. It's been it's been like almost 30 years, you know? But that glow up! So that was the first one. You'll notice that I have tape on here. It's because I actually have my real last name on those, and I'm not doxing myself. But they were like parodies of like Peanuts cartoons, but with my own characters. She got braces. There looks like I must have done a mistake on here because that looks like Whiteout. Their catchphrase was crepes. Here's another one. You'll notice it's 2 eyes, and I switched it to a Y. And you'll find it later. There's an actual issue of that where I changed her name. But they're just so... Look at how baby I was! Thinking I was cute. Oh my gosh. This is the last one I think that was colored. I never finished it because I believe the pencil ran out, which is why I assume there's an uncolored block there. I can't imagine. I think that was an actual Peanuts cartoon. So I did a special because I got these packets of like Lion King stickers. So obviously this is around the year the Lion King came out. I don't remember when that was, but I had a sheet of stickers and I integrated it into a comic where it was based on I think rumors that Matt Groening had seen, the guy who created The Simpsons. It was part of his Life is Hell series, I believe. And so a bunch of these was like... but yeah, I had like a bunch of those stickers just kind of sitting around. And I used them. Apparently there was a poster for this. Because I advertised it. And I don't see a pull-out poster. So I either never made it or I took the pull-out poster myself. But yeah. That is... It's really cute. This was when the characters all went on strike. I don't know what. That was the last time I colored. They went on strike. And then I threatened that I would erase them if they didn't get back to work. So they went back to work. I added a bunch of characters later. I have... Now, Kiwi, I need to show you this. This is actually based on something. I didn't pull it out. Where are you? There you Okay. I forgot to pull them out earlier. Hello, Parfait. They support SAG and WG. Yeah, they absolutely support writer's strike. This is Kiwi. I've had this thing since I was a little tyke. You can see he's got some threadbare. He used to have fangs. I think I clipped him off for some reason when I was a kid. This is Kiwi, and that's what they based him on. I've drawn Kiwi to look like Dinosaur Dracula when I draw Dinosaur Dracula in Christmas, but I've had him since I was a wee tot! And then he had a companion, and this is Cinnamon. As you can see, Cinnamon has seen some days. My grandma sewed its tail, but it's got a little hole again. I'll have to sew that. Apparently they're from San Francisco, California. But yeah, that's what these little guys are. I have Kiwi. So Kiwi was a character. Axel was based on like the Fox character in Beverly Hills Cop 3 when they filmed everything at Great America. And they had a logo, and I think they based the Fox logo on Eddie Murphy's character, which had him wearing like the varsity jacket. So I did that. That was like Cinnamon Club Too Hard in the late 90s and never been the same. And then Bongo. I don't know what I did with Bongo. I think this is the only time, except for like maybe one more, where I drew Bongo, and I never drew Bongo again. So not everybody has. Here's the name change issue. Because my friend used to say, she used to pronounce Kimmy as Kimi, and that's why I changed it to a Y, which I think further emphasizes the Kimi pronunciation. And also I thought Ys were pretty cool, because I was in elementary school. Like, I was in, like, the 5th grade, and I thought Ys and names were cool, so there you go. Everybody loves the pronunciation writing joke. I'm very proud of that. And is this the last one? Yeah, this is the last one. This one has Axel in it. I want to say I did draw this Halloween special, but I cannot find it. So either I did it or I didn't do it, and I never got around to it. Oh look, there's Kiwi again. Axel was nickname Axe, yeah. He was a cheap bastard. Oh yeah, here we go. Sonic rules, Tails rules. Yeah, they were Sonic OCs. I admit it. I have no problem. But yeah, this is baby Dio. Cooking with klutzes. Don't ask her to cook. She will burn down the house. I think I used a lot of, like, fluorescent pens. So I can see that. I realize looking on these now, I was not consistent with those ribbons. Yeah, like, she has the ribbons here on her head. Like, I've been drawing it. And then on this one, there's 2 little ribbons on the ends of her ears, so maybe I'll bring it back, maybe I won't. I separated the eggs. 5-to-1, she spills it on herself. And she spills it on herself. I don't know if you can tell, but like this is, it's like a piece of cardstock that was flocked. I found it when we were doing this assignment. Our teacher brought out this whole bunch of this big, like, Tupperware of like spare paper and cardboard and colored paper and stuff, and I found this board, and it was perfect for making an accordion book. So I P-Chan presses, because, you know, I was a Ranma fan. This is when I was in middle school. There isn't much of a difference, I will say, in terms of quality between, you know, my 5th grade to 6th and 7th. Not much of a change, you know. I'm a slow burner. HD, upscale, scan reprints. I might scan these in. You know, just for the hell of it. I think that would be really interesting. Hey, Pam. It's trademarked. I haven't actually looked at this in years, so. Blankety blank. Headache kick. I am notorious for forgetting to set a timer. So, you know, this is within, you know, within my own life. There's a Barney cake. I also want to point out that Kimmy's little piece of cake is so tiny. A little cutout from the cake. I at least was consistent for that. Barney cake, yeah. Barney was acting big when I was young. It tells you, how old I am. But yeah. So, I did show this off. It feels so cool. It's like velvet flocking. I don't know if anybody remembers these, but when... Probably Dat Black Bear will probably know this. And maybe Sparkling Parfait, because we're within the same... We're within the same age range. Do you guys remember those little plastic, like, animals, and then they would flock them? And, like, the ones I remember the most were the bears. And they came in, like, all sorts of pastel colors, and you could get them at, like, Easter. I used to treat those things like my little pets, because, you know, that's just the kind of kid I was. Do you remember those? Oh, God, I don't have any of them. But they were, like, probably about yay big. About an inch tall, no more than 2 inches, and they were little bears, kind of like in a gummy bear pose, so their little limbs were sticking out. And, yeah, they were flocked. So it had like the little fuzzy, they were tiny and fuzzy and everything. And it was really cute. Maybe not. Maybe I'm the only one who remembers them, but they were my favorite things. And that's what this feels like. That's what the cover of this book feels like. I don't know if you noticed, but I just want to brag. I got an A on this project too. Yeah. You Googled them and yeah, you remember them? Okay, cool. So it's not just me just making this shit up. Okay, they did exist. I used to treat them like my little pets. They're really cute. So today we're going to work on Rio, which is tomorrow. We're going to try and ink Aro. I have everything pre-labeled, but I want to reverse the name with the series they're from, so there's going to be some discrepancies. Here's a preview. I found this really cute costume. Yeah, those are a thing that existed and you lost them within a couple of months every time. Same, right? Oh yeah, they had brown ones too. Yeah. I would lose them, but I would treat them like my pets. That's a good memory. I gotta see if I can find a bunch. They seem like something you could buy on Oriental shopping. I know we're not supposed to use that term anymore. Oriental trading. See if we can buy them off there, because that would be where I would buy them. But yeah, I found this waitress outfit that was like teal and silver, and it had like alien motifs. I was really excited to draw that, so that's coming on the 4th. I have Loki here dressed as Jason Voorhees, because why the hell not? Why not a trickster god dressing up as a slasher? And then the last one I got down all the way is Aina, and she's going to be cosplaying as a Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, except her chucks are red and sparkly. I'm going to try and figure out how to make them sparkly. And then this is where I'm kind of at. Arthur. I'm going to have him be like, I want his costume to kind of be like homemade. Like his crown's going to be like made out of paper and cardboard. And maybe the sword cardboard. And he looks like a little homemade knight. Like, that's what I kind of want to go with. So if we get this far to sketching, we'll see. That's my plans. And then that's where I'm at. And then immediately after that, we're going to have May, which is already done with her little purple kimono. But this year, we're going to do everybody in Creepy and Crawlers. We're going to have Alistair. We're going to have Henry. We're going to have Leo. We're going to have Yoko. Yoko, I've decided she's going to be dressed up as Elvira because she's busty. And why the hell not? And I just think drawing her hair would be really fun like that. The alien waitress attire. It's super tacky, like super kitschy. So, yeah, Ryoko's gonna be Elvira. That's the plan. And that's about as far. I might have had notes because I was talking with Decon. Let me check. I might have notes elsewhere. I have a lot of different ones. Oh, yeah, that's right. We were gonna do Trouble and Base were gonna be Alice and the White Rabbit. And Base is going to be the White Rabbit. So I got to figure out how to do an Alice outfit, but for a dude. And that's about where I am. Yeah. But we're going to... You're very prepared. Okay, when is Yoko? Yoko's the 12th. Oh, my sister's birthday. One of my sister's birthday is that day. So that's where we are. I need to check which one of these I needed. But yeah, that's We're doing the Halloween outfits because I've designed a couple already. It allows me to do males and females. And normally these would be a lot quicker. I did not intend to... Hold on, let me finish laying this in so it doesn't look too blotchy. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay. I was originally just gonna have these as pencils, or like ink sketches, and then I accidentally colored one. And I was like, well, I guess I'm coloring the supplementary detail portions. Which, you know, adds more work, but... Can I fix it? I fixed it. I wanted to do, like, costumes for, like, series that take place in kind of, like, our world. And then, like, outfits for people that are in, like, alternate worlds. Except May, who has a... Actually, I'm just going to bring this up off the side. This isn't a trace, it's an actual redraw. I messed up on her face a little bit. I mean, I could just post last year's and you wouldn't know unless you looked at the date, but you know? I should put in an effort. I don't know what I'm gonna do next year. Maybe we'll do the same thing but with Christmas outfits, or is like August too early to think about Christmas? I mean, I'm still working on Battlemania, and that's still Christmas. It entirely depends, I suppose, on your idea. Am I still audible? I keep looking down, and I feel like I'm getting quiet when I look down. Easy does it, you know? It isn't as intense as, like, Christmas. Christmas is always, like, a really intense project. So that's where I do some of my best work, is Christmas. August is too early to think about Christmas. Well, I do have a book, that's off to the side, that is supposed to be like a catalog for like all of the Christmas outfits so that I don't have to keep pulling out all my books. And I didn't get very far. So I definitely... We could do swimsuits maybe next year. How about that? Swimwear next year. That'll be really... Yeah, let's do swimwear next year. We'll do swimwear next year because it's still summer. You know, it'll still be August. That'll be kind of cool. Making up new swimsuits for boys and girls. I'll keep the roster the same. Because I think I've got a good... Unless I come up with something completely new between now and then, which is entirely possible, but I've kind of slowed down on making completely new things wholesale. You know, there was about a decade where I was making, like, something new every year. Because I was just so full of the creative bug. Yeah. Yeah, they'll do swimsuits next year. That'll be cool. Get some bikinis and stuff. Okay, speaking of bikinis, I recently picked up a new bikini, and still have in my head, I'm a little on the chubby side. And I learned I am not as chubby as I think I was. My top is one size too big. And I gotta figure out a way to make it wearable, because I don't want to be Janet Jacksoning myself out. If you know, you know. But it's, some of you may know, it's Fira X Wear. Like, I'll show you the logo. It's these guys. Fira X Wear X. They do gamer-related limited runs of clothing. They just put up for pre-sale, or pre-order. I bought the, Legend of Zelda, but it's Breath of the Wild color. I bought the Zelda one, and it's super cute, but the top is too big. Unless I get another stuffing and maybe stuff it into the thing and maybe fill it out, but I'm a little small. I'm not afraid to admit that I am a itty bitty titty committee. IRL. That's me. Mostly it's because I was measuring around and I completely forgot to consider cup size, which is something on there, and that's on me. That's not on them. I ordered the wrong size. I did not take that into account, so I'm gonna figure out a way. I might take in some of the sides. I'm gonna make it work. But, like, the ties, because they tie around you, like, they go around your torso several times, they're super long, so I'm, like, sitting here, like, fiddling, and then if you pull them too hard, they twist around each other, and it's kind of fun, if you're into that, but also at the same time, it may be one of those things where I'm like, I require assistance to get into it. It's really pretty, though. Debating some outfits with Silk Mat. Yeah. I mean, you know, get what you need done. However you want to do it. But, yeah, when I figure it out, I might take a pic. I don't know. I'm very shy. I am a very shy girl. And if I had a little white mask, I'd be a shy guy. Ha! Ha! Anyway. Coloring. I'm terrible. Anyway. So yeah, maybe we'll do swimsuits next year. That'll be interesting. Actually, before I color this, let's color that. I live to serve. Serve up the puns. What's 10 in French? Dix nuts. The shit you pick up from other people's streams. I know some of you guys are in the chat. How was Vegas last week? I saw some cool stuff. Did you guys enjoy it? You guys, I know there was some trouble, but other than that, you guys look like you had a lot of fun. The food looks so amazing. I haven't been back to Vegas in like years. I went there with my dad for Father's Day trip because I had never been to Vegas. And I need to do this before I forget. The tie is in back. There we go. Just to show dimension. I had never been prior to going with my father years ago. I had been, God, when was that? 2015? Okay. 2017, I was in Florida with y'all, right? The year before that, so 2016, I was with you, Decon, because I went to go visit Decon in England, and I had a lovely time. So I want to say, like, pre-2015 was the last time I was in Vegas. Like, a while. That could be anywhere from, like, 2013 to 2015. That was the last time I've been to Vegas. I haven't been since. So, yeah. I'd like to go again. There's a couple more shows. I didn't gamble. That was my dad's thing. We went to go see shows. I got to see Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. That was cool. It was my first, drag review, I guess? And I guess my second one was, what's the Sexy Cirque show? I went to go see that with my dad. That was a little awkward. I didn't think it was that sexy. That was a, like, burlesque, sexy, adults only kind of... Whew. That was a spicy show. I don't remember what it was. Zumanity. That's right. It was Zumanity. So that was my second drag show of all time. Both of them were fantastic, if I may say so myself. Zumanity. Not part of Lost Spirits. Formerly replaced by Mad Apple. Oh, okay. You watched Casey Gamble and get drinks. I did hang out in the arcade. I was at the arcade. I played a lot of House of the Dead. I don't remember which one it was, but I played a lot of House of the Dead that weekend. I didn't get a chance to go on the roller coaster. I almost did, and then we ended up not. I think the day that I was planning on going, my dad and I got in the car, and we went randomly to the Hoover Dam, and we did the tour there. That was really cool. I did a tour of the Hoover Dam. If you haven't done that, I recommend it. It's really cool. There's this part where you can stick your camera through this little hole in the wall and take a picture straight down. And he says, I can't tell you how many people lose their phones doing that. I didn't lose any of my phones, nor any of my cameras taking those pictures, but I haven't looked at them in a while, so. The Hoover Dam tour was really cool. It was a damn big place. The damn jokes were flowing, my friends. You did the coaster once and it hurt you, so you won't do it again. Oh, yeah. Okay, good to know. Mystere. Oh, yeah. Mystere is a good show. I haven't seen that one in a while. I think I saw that as a televised thing, as a televised show. I did not see Mystere in person. I would have liked it, though. I really liked it. It's been a while since I've been to a Cirque show. But I mean, lockdowns happened not too long ago. So, that was not a thing that was happening. Luzia was really good. That was a few years ago. And then... I can't remember what it was called off the top of my head. Amaluna, there he goes. Amaluna, which was basically The Tempest. So if you've ever read The Tempest, you kind of know how that story goes. Amaluna was really good. It had a, rock theme. It was super good. But I mean, if you really are looking for, a proper The Tempest experience, you can watch Witcher Mercury. You were not prepared going to the show, but yeah. It's a good show. I liked it. It's a little different. It's been a while. I'm not too quiet. I'm just making sure I don't mess up. Whoop, whoop. Also enjoying the tunes. I was listening to Gamer Chops earlier, which also was why I was taking a nap. It was super relaxing. And I think they just put out Girl from Ipanema, but as Earthbound. So, it's really good. The Girl from Ipanema is one of my favorite songs of that genre. Da, 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 da. But like Earthbound. The things you find on YouTube. I also found a couple of new analog horror series. Looking forward to the next... I'm all about analog horror. I like them all. I think it's a good time for the genre. I don't think it's an oversaturated. I mean, you won't know what's the next big thing unless you keep trying, kind of a thing. I found 2 new series today. And I think there's a preview for a... It's not like Portal or Team... It's like a Valve ARG analog horror series. And I believe they're getting their 2nd season coming up in a few weeks. And I'm pretty hyped for that. It's called the Interloper series, if you're into that kind of stuff. And it's a really cool... There's a cool story forming. I'm not sure where it's going, but it's very exciting. And yes, it is a overall Valve. So it's not just one game, it's a bunch of their games. All going. Toss a link to the... from... Oh, I mean... yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do it. Remind me when I get off. I will definitely give you guys... Or I will definitely post it on my Discord, because, I just really like that song, so... And I like Gamer Chops. They cool. Sparkling Parfait uses them for like her background music and tis very good stuff. I wanted darker shadows, so. Whoop. There we go. I've completely lost the plot of what we were talking about until just now. But, yeah. It's really good. Everything's messy today. Husband's staying home. He caught a little nasal cold. So after stream, I gotta go make din din. I'm gonna learn how to make yakisoba. I don't know how to make yakisoba. I'm gonna look up a couple of recipes and pray I don't burn the house down. Because I just had a craving for yakisoba and I don't want to go out and buy it. I would rather make it. Even if it's like cheapy, you know? I like yakisoba. You did some yaki udon lately. Ooh. Yeah, I think we have udon noodles too. I just pulled out a bunch of like noodles that I have when I make cold noodles. Hiyashi ramen. And we had some left over, so I wanted to use that. Since my daddy-o's on vacation, I gotta learn how to make for 3 people or for 2 people rather than 3 people. And I cannot tell you how difficult that is. How to cook for a smaller amount of people than a bigger amount of people. Lol. What is cooking for 2? Why cook for 2 when you can cook for like 2 over the course of more than 1 day, right? I made meatloaf the other day with like 2 pounds of meat. FYI, I usually use 3. So I was just like, did I put too much water? I did. Spoiler alert. Did I put not enough water? Did I put XYZ? It's good cooking practice to cook for small amounts of people, but I am not used to cooking for 2 people. Cooking for 2 people is overrated. Cooking for 3 people, now that's okay. Oh, that's right. Since you were gone last week, Dat Black Bear, Choco, we haven't caught up on Blazar, so we're gonna catch up on Blazar this week. So yeah, I'm kind of excited, as Blazar is looking good this year. I'm very excited. We have 2 episodes to catch up on. We have to check up on my Angry Kitten Ultra. Angry Monkey. The little... Oh, how do you say monkey in Spanish? Chongo? Chongo, I think. I don't know. I haven't taken Spanish in ages. I never picked it up. It was never spoken in my house, and I wish I learned. I guess I could Duolingo it, but I'm afraid of the owl. I'm afraid the owl will murder me! Because I know he will. The owl stalks me when you don't do your lessons, Choco. Oh my god! We're gonna do her image color as her shadow. Also because it's different. Am I gonna have to pick up another 2 Pale Celestine pens? I use it so much. It's such a good color. It's like that really pretty... Oh, sorry, it's off. It's really pretty teal. That's how you make it go. Okay. Yeah, Blazar is pretty good. I like Blazar. Alright. Looking good in the neighborhood. Let's move on to something totally new. A Halloween outfit for Aro. Pardon me. I might move my mic in just a moment. Let me get this line down. Okay. You're in my way. Can you guys still hear me? Avant and quit the camera sight. Unless I'm using that term wrong. I haven't read Shakespeare in ages either. Let me do this. The first series I ever did in this, what I call the Creepy and Crawly universe, that was Pot Sticker, which I named after my favorite Chinese food restaurant in San Francisco. I have no idea if it is still around, which is very unfortunate, because they had the best aforementioned pot stickers. It's a detective agency. Hold on a sec. I don't draw Aro all that often, so I need to make sure I am drawing him correctly, or I'm gonna be real mad at myself. Do I have a separate? Okay, hold on. I need to check on my laptop. Pot sticker. Oh, give me a moment. Hello? No. What? Yeah? Ah! I don't know. Ah. I'm kind of busy, Dad. Yes, it's 6. Love you. Okay. Dad's on like Central Time. He forgot what time it was. I think I was in Central Time. It should be. Is that a family reunion? I was following him on the app on the iPhone where you can like spy on people. I call it the spying app. Lol. Okay, I gotta remember to keep this this way. And be like 2 inches away from the camera. That app, yeah. Find me? Find my? That app. I was watching him drive when he left on Saturday. Obsessively. Because I am a nosy fecker. Although he does it to me too. We all follow each other. I followed my grandparents the same way, but they were on a train. They took a train all the way out there. Being on a train for so many days? I haven't done that since I was little. Like, probably like high school maybe? Was the last time we were out there. I haven't been out there in so many years. I have lots of family out there. But someone's got to watch the demon dog and his sister. Who are currently, I believe, in the husband's room. I'm watching you drive. Not one of the common perversions we hear of in a different show. Yeah, well, you know. out of juice. Out of juice! Cry, cry, cry. Should make tea. Yeah, trains are fun. The last time we were in it, however, our bathroom car broke. So half the trip was kind of not as fun as it could have been. But the trip back was nice. So that was during the Colorado wildfires way back. Well, which ones, Dio? Because we live in California now and there's wildfires every year. But other than that little snafu, riding the train was super fun. I like being in the observation car, which is like glass almost the whole way through. I spent like the most of the time in that car, just watching and sketching in a sketchbook I lost, and I'm very upset about that. I lost that book on that trip. I think I left it in Iowa. I never saw it again. I brought more than one, but rip to those sketches. The sunsets were really pretty. You can see them. And then going by the river where people would on the canoes would just moon everybody. That was kind of fun. I think people mooning you along the Grand Canyon is probably the most hilarious thing about train travel that they don't tell you about. Wait, I saw full moons from a canoe. No. The people mooning us were in the canoes. I was in the train. Oh yeah, that's right. You took the train when you did that trip, huh? Neat. Yeah, it was the people in the canoes that were mooning us. You never know the kind of people you will meet. It is pretty impressive. Maintain balance and make the wolves howl. That's one way of putting it. Yeah, it was. Like, you know, people were in canoes more than they were in, like, little rafts. So, yeah, the amount of balance that they needed was quite impressive. But I mean, like, if you're gonna be doing something like that, you know, it takes a very special person with a very special tenacity. I don't know how to design clothes. I'm just an artist, not a fashion designer. Tenacity! We're on fire tonight. Oh, that reminds me. I just finished earlier, right before stream. I finished uploading our Midnight Ghost Hunt video. Our stream last Wednesday. I was gonna share it with some of you guys who have never seen it. See if you guys want to play with us. It'd be really cool if we could get like another 4 people, so that we don't have to play with real people who are really good at it. It's a fun game. Although it took me like an hour to really understand how to play the game again, because I hadn't played the game in like a year. The rust was real, guys. And I accidentally joined a lobby with real people, and my team got curb stomped in the first minute. And I was hiding in a toilet, and I got bodied. I think in the end our team got the other win, but when we were hunters, but holy shit. 'Tis a fun game. We can hear each other screaming. You'll like it. We got Choco screaming. You definitely remember that. We can hear Jack Ryan, my other friend, also scream. Me screaming. Yeah, I got some good screaming in. You know, it was a good screamo good time. I need to pick up Phasmo, and so I can play Phasmo, because I've never played Phasmo with people. I tried it out a little bit on the husband's computer before I got my own PC. And, I liked it, but I wasn't very good at it. I'm not very good at those kinds of games. Many Homer screaming. Yeah, there was hella Homer screaming. Good shit. It was like, quite possibly, it was like one of my favorite nights of streaming. It was really fun. It was fun. I liked the game. I want it to do well so that when it comes out of early access, they make money. Sword. Motifs. I don't want to have to use whiteout. That's the sound of an infinity sign. Yeah, Midnight Ghost Hunt. Yeah, I mean, at the very least, Parfait, you gotta play that with us so you can, like, make him scream and, like, try to kill him. It's totally cool. It's perfect. And since it's just, like, it's just us, we don't have to worry about, like, getting stomped by, like, people who've been playing since the beginning of early access, which is what happened with me when I accidentally did a quick start. And I got put in there, and, like, literally, in the first, like, minute, they found the other 3 people, and I'm hiding in the bathroom going, like, I'm fucked. It's fun. I like it. I will upload a link. 3/4 sleeve shirt. This outfit is based on tarot cards because this character uses tarot cards to battle. It's like a summoner, or uses cards to summon things. It's pretty cool. Hi. Tops. My brain stopped working. It's August. I almost put July. Alright, we're gonna let that dry and move on to this one. I'm in danger! Yeah, I know. Literally, that's what those moments are. Okay, 4. We'll finish inking this, and then we'll go back in color. Okay. Close that. Okay. It's such a fun game. We also need to get back and do Alien Fireteam Elite. I haven't gotten back into that in like well over a year. Got a little motion sick playing that game, so I gotta like take it in moderation. But that game is really fun too. The acting in it is pretty darn good, actually. More aliens, yeah. Maybe we'll do a couple of Midnight Ghost Hunts for Halloween streams. We'll do. I'm gonna try and make sure we all do at least one. Cause that game is funner in hell. if we play Phasmophobia, we gotta make sure that Neo Neko is drunk, because he plays good when he's drunk. He's very entertaining when he is drinking in that game. Some of my favorite moments in that game were when he had a little... Like the, how old are you? You're fucking old, dude! I think it responded with like 78. I don't know why that part, I was dying when he said that. For some reason, that was the funniest thing I'd ever heard in my life. Maybe I'll play Midnight Ghost Hunt, like, totally tanked off my ass. Again, please drink responsibly. I do not condone underage drinking. Please only drink if you're above age and in moderation. Yeah, he cackled. I think I did one illustration for that game for a Drawtober. I know I'm gonna do horror games again for Drawtober. There's a couple of new horror games I'd like to add to that list. Maybe we'll do another Resident Evil 4. Shake it off, Leon. Ashley! Ashley! Anyway. Maybe I will pick up Resident Evil 4. Maybe I'll give Resident Evil 4 Remake a try. I'm not very good at those games either. I'm not very good at very many video games. I'm gonna be completely honest, guys. I think by now you've probably noticed that the only game I'm decent at is Monster Hunter. I'm not very good at other vidya games. You know what? I am also gonna try... Yeah, Alone in the Dark. But Alone in the Dark isn't coming out until like the end of October, right? I'm definitely gonna do... what's the name of the demo? Grace something? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that, in October. I will play the demo. That is my promise. Because I'm looking very much forward to that. I'm looking forward to watching you play that game. Yeah, Grace's Prologue. I definitely want to play that. Government said that there's UFOs, guys. Did you know that? UFO cupcake! Little cherry. And a janky teapot over here. I don't know why you guys think I'm a decent drawer. I am not. Haha. There we go. Teapot! Okay. Stares in bare feared of butterflies. His shutter shuts like a desperado. Fatal Frame's the only game I think I'm pretty good at. I'm better at the older games. You know what? Choco, next time you come over, let's see if we can't get my capture card going. And we'll see if we can get it to work with my PlayStation 4, my PlayStation 2. Or PlayStation 3. I'm pretty sure we gotta figure something out. So we can get Fatal Frame going. Fatal Frame 2, Fatal Frame 1, and Fatal Frame 3. And my dream is one day not having to pay an arm and a leg and a kidney to get a capture card so I can play Spirit Camera on stream. A 3DS capture card would probably set me back a kidney. Lol. But yeah, let's see if we can't get that, so we see if we can't get at least something going. See if we can get it to work with that. That would be pretty cool. I would like that. Especially, too, because because 2 is my favorite. So much so that if they announce the remake, which is Deep Crimson Butterfly, to come out, guys, I would seriously, like, you would have to find a necromancer and bring me back, because I would seriously die. I would die. I would die if you guys could make it somehow that I could get that game to play, so we can put Choco on it, and we could have him fucking play it Haunted House mode with me scaring the bejesus out of him. That is the only reason why, other than, you know, Fatal Frame 2 is really, it's probably one of the best in the series, and the extra endings are super good. That's what I want it for! So just to tell you guys, whether or not we get it or not, I don't know. So I'm going to tell you. So Deep Crimson Butterfly, they put it on the Wii. It was like, sort of like the test flight for the technology that they would use to make 4. Like the Touch More, the reaching out, mechanic, that was called the Touch More, I believe, system, Touch More system. And so they added that, they changed the outfits, they did a fixed camera to the back, which, you know, it's good in some ways. It did make me miss the fixed camera, a la, like, Resident Evil. I like that. I think it gave, like, the camera angles they would give you were good and uneasy. I liked it. I'm not saying the bad ones are bad. They're certainly easier to see what's coming at you. So that was one of the big things they put. But the major meat of it was something called the Haunted House mode, where it was an on-rails, 2 buttons, and you had to get from point A to point B. You could walk forward and take pictures, and that was all you could do if you used the main Wiimote. If you had a second Wiimote assigned and ready to go, the second person could hit the A button and, like, jump scare the person who was playing with player 1 nunchuck, which is everything I ever wanted in a Fatal Frame game for Choco. Like, it was the most perfect system in the world. And Europe was the only people who got it outside of, yeah, sad face. And I want that! And originally, I think they said when they were creating the system, they wanted to be able to tell, like, side stories in it, like what happened to other characters or ghosts, and how they got to where they are, sort of like a backstory kind of a thing, but they threw it out eventually because they didn't want that to be tied. They wanted it to be, you know, just a kind of, like, a fun mode that didn't really have anything to do with lore, per se, so it didn't end up being like that. But it looked really cool, and I wanted to do it, and it had really cool integration with the microphone. So if you were playing in single-player mode, like the main campaign, and you had the second Wiimote synced, every time it would sync up, Mayu would say something, and it would change per chapter, which was really cool. So she had, like, 13 things she could say when you hooked it in, and then when it disconnects, because, you know, if there's no activity, the Wiimote would disconnect to save battery, she would say something else. Like, in one chapter, she would say, like, Mio, don't leave me, but when it disconnects, it says, are you leaving me again? And it was, like, such a cool idea. Unfortunately, Joy-Cons don't have, a microphone anymore. So I don't know if that's, if they were to port this to not just the Switch, they would, and port it to, you know, Steam and other games, I don't think they'd be able to do that. They might be. Don't they have a speaker on PlayStation 4s and 5s? Like, they have a speaker that they could utilize. I don't know about Xbox. But I mean, if you can only do it on 1 or 2 systems, I don't see a point in, like, doing it at all, because it just seems kind of, like, unfair and a pain in the ass, to be completely honest. So that was just a long tangent to me to say that I really want Deep Crimson Butterfly so bad. So bad. Yeah, we were talking about it. Yeah, your perception's high. So if I'd be sitting there and I'd be like going to the kitchen to go get a drink and then I hit A while you're going through and you get jump scared by a rushing ghost, that'd be cool. That would be like horror game of like all time. That would be a GOAT right there. Now I have to actually read this, so I didn't actually write down what I was talking about. Okay. I love the Fatal Frame series. Should get back to it. I do know that Nightmare Mode last chapter for Fatal Frame 5 is going to be like at least a 4-hour stream. Probably closer to 5. And I would have to prepare so much in advance. Probably like a shit ton of film. Figure out a good route. And then practice run that. Because that is a hard game on Nightmare. And so is 4. 4, I recall, on hard is hard. Because of the point shop. It loses, like, less items as you go along. And holy cow, like... There are a lot of really cool things that you can do in 4 that you can't do in 5. I do miss the ability to randomly shake the Wiimote for dodging. Dodging is so much harder in the current version, the ports. Because you can't just, like... I gotta practice. But... Oops, I missed a line there. We'll put it back in. But yeah. Finish 4 and 5 on stream. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think you're gonna run the Ayane chapters? Ayane or Ayame? I'll look that up. It's Ayane with an N, right? D-O-A, Ayane. Yeah. Yeah. You gonna do the Ayane chapters? She's got a cool costume. Yes, you have to. Yeah, that one is less like killing things and more like try to get through as fast as possible with the least amount of encounters. It does not encourage you to fight because they don't go away permanently. They respawn after a while. You're just there to like hit and run. Like The Simpsons. So, yeah. They're good chapters. Like, you know, as crazy as the DOA storyline is, it dovetails nicely without actually having to make too much references to other things. I like how sisterly she is in it. Oh, I had extra details on there, didn't I? She was very, very sweet and sisterly in that story. I believe we also have 2 more, we have 1 more ending for Ren left. I have to double check. Yeah, for pure story reasons, I'm sure. Yeah, your flashlight, yeah, the only person who had a good flashlight was Choshiro. Or as we call him, Baroshiro. Chad Shiro. If you were smart with him, as you noticed, like holy cow, his thing hit like a fucking cannon. I loved it. Imagine if, like, Ryu Hayabusa showed up in those. That would just be like boss rush. Because he's so freaking, like, badass. There's no way, like, he wouldn't be good in that. Like, he'd be broken in Fatal Frame. There would be no problems with Hellgates with Ryu around. Why are my dogs yelling? Luna sounds particularly like she has many things to say. She has things to say. She has big feelings about what's going on. We had the Orkin Man come over today and they were not happy. They have very many things to say about the Orcan men. Does Baby Girl have opinions? She has many opinions. Many opinions. And she must bork them. You know, for all of Ace's faults, pivot to Ace, he's a really good watchdog. Like, he is a very reliable watchdog. Like, I wouldn't fuck with him if I heard his big ol'... Yeah, you would pay good money to see Ryu if it was to go through a Fatal Frame game. It would break the game, guys. But yeah, I was thinking Ace is a good deterrent. Because he's so big and angy. And that's why we love him. Here we go. I think we've done all we've done with Ebe. So if we were to play Ebe again, it would just be... just playing the game for the hell of it. I'm thinking after a few months we're gonna go back into, I want to take another crack at Space for Unbound to get 100%. But if we were to do that, I don't know if I'd do the reading again. I don't know if I'd read everything again. Because that's a lot to read in that game. It's also mucho feels. Holy cow. We gotta do At Home Alone Final. It's been like, I want to say 3 years since Sparkling Parfait played that game, and I don't remember jack shit. So I think I'm perfectly ready to do At Home Alone Final. Again. Or, I mean, just to run it in general. Because that game was kind of cool. Like, taking the English out of aside, it has some pretty heavy English, and it makes the lore kind of hard to understand. But that's what wikis are for. That's what lore channels are for. Although I don't think I've ever seen anybody do like a lore deep dive on At Home Alone. So we'll see. I know the lore lords all right now they're all writing Steelwolf's jock because the DLC for Security Breach came out. This is too dark. Or is it? Abort? Question mark? Hold on. Let me take a look. What am I using on your hair, Aro? Oh, yeah, I'm way too dark. We are way too dark. You heard it might have been a Mike Buggy. It's steel wool. It's steel wool. I mean, did anybody expect it to not be buggy? Go in thinking it's buggy, and when it's not, be pleasantly surprised. I'm not trying to throw shade, but I would never say that the games that Steel Wool puts out are foolproof, right? Like, I don't want to... Game development's hard, and they're very talented. Whatever you have to say about the lore, I'm gonna be frank, okay? The lore's a mess because every time Scott did a game, he thought it was gonna be the last one. And unlike Sakaguchi, or, you know, the team at Fatal Frame, who also went into their last games with their next games with the mentality of, this could be the last one, so knock it out of the park. There you go. That's about all I can say about it, right? But at least they made something. I want to make this very clear. I think it's cool that they made a game that, you know, for whatever you think, I think visually has a lot of really good, it has a good style. They made a very stylish looking game, and I think they should be proud of it. I also think they should be working with the speedrunner community to work out the exploits. I don't think anybody would really fault them for being like, hey, you know, contacting someone who does speedrunning with exploits, be like, hey, we'll give you an early access code. You can't stream it, but help us find some exploits, and we'll put your name in the credits. I don't know if you could get compensation for that, but because I don't know how much money that would make, but I just think that would be really cool for, like, the community to help each other. The community to help devs, devs help the community. You know, that'd be neat. There's probably a lot more that goes on in there that I don't know, and I'm going to admit that. But I think, you know, maybe that's a place to start. Who knows? Yeah, and they're making hot animatronics, but I mean, like, that was going to happen whether Stillwool did it or someone else did it. Sex sells. Do I think it's entirely appropriate? Not always. But to be completely honest, I think it's anybody who played the games as a kid, they're all adults now. I don't think kids really play Five Nights at Freddy's anymore. Maybe they do. I don't know what their demographics are, but, you know, I feel like the main fandom, they've grown up, so, you know, things grow up with them. For better or for worse. For all the right reasons or the wrong reasons. And that's about all I'm going to say on the subject, because that's a very touchy, weirdo subject. There's some weird things that happen in that community that, you know, can be dangerous, but that's any community, right? Any community has, like, weird things going on. That shouldn't be happening. But, you know, they released the game. It didn't sound like it got delayed. You know, it's out. Movie's gonna be coming out. Kind of excited about the movie. I've never been super invested in the series because I'm not very good at management games where you have to, like, juggle 50 billion things and not die. Like I said, I'm not very good at vidya games. And that would be one of the things I would be terrible at. But I kind of want to see the movie. I'm not going to see the movie in theaters. I'm going to wait till it comes home. That might be a bad idea, but I just don't want to be in a theater with fans. As most things, I don't hate it. I'm not a big fan of the fans. Yeah, it is a cradle to grave kind of a game. Now, it has some things in there that are not age appropriate for people who went cradle to grave, but, you know. Again, he was just making these games on the fly, you know. Five Nights at Freddy's 1 was his Final Fantasy. And I don't mean to compare that in terms of quality. I mean to compare that to, if I don't make it, this is it. I'm not going to keep on in this industry. You know, that was Sakaguchi's kind of thing. If, you know, this game doesn't sell, I'm going to exit the market. If I remember the story to the first Final Fantasy. And there you go. That's kind of cool, you know. And weirdly enough, you know, all the people, you know, people who have said that, you know, his character designs and the animatronics were really creepy, some people grew to love him. That's kind of cool. I don't really think that they're all that scary in the first one. They're creepy if they start moving, yeah, but I mean, like, it's creepy when anything that isn't supposed to move on its own to move, you know? To quote Brandon Ferris, you know, law of motion, you know, if something ain't supposed to move and it starts moving, you need to move out. Paraphrasing, that's what Brandon Ferris said. That was the one, I think, that was the video where he was talking about how his daughter's, stuffed animals were moving, and he was just like, nope. They shouldn't be moving. The sloth shouldn't be moving. And he got in a scaring contest with a turkey. Anyway. Tales of Orpheus Curse. Yeah, right? Yeah. Tales of totally. I remember that. I never played it, but I remember it. Good shit. What's a good color for the inside? We're gonna make this a red coat, because it says red coat. And it's based off of the Magician's coat in the Rider White tarot deck. Rider White. Let me pull that up. on a computer. I've got two. Just choose one. Rider, white, magician card. Thank you. What are we looking at for colors? Red! Thanks, Bing. Really appreciate the fetch you got me. Yeah, we're gonna do red, but maybe we'll do the inside like a yellow? Because the card is like primarily this like bright yellow. I never said that Aro was really good at like coordinating. He's not a fashion guru. It needs to be darker. I need a darker yellow. The Magician Tarot card. He represents swords, and he has like other people who represent other cards. He has a very rare 80 card deck. Don't remember all the lore about it off the top of my head. You think I would? Okay. I have this deck somewhere though. Have you checked GOG? Do you think GOG has that game? Because I would love to watch you play it. My cousins had it, and they played it once. Now let's make the sleeves red. I want the whole thing to be red on the outside. Bopping my head to the music and trying not to go outside the lines. My mind's bouncing all over the place today in terms of chat. It might, yeah. Like, that would be my first place for, like, any old PC games is GOG. That would be my first instinct to check. You know, there's a game that I would like to play, but it's going to take forever to play. And I'd have to figure out how to get it. Legacy of Kain. Blood Omen, the original. The first Legacy of Kain. God, I love that game series. And I'm real hoping that, you know, we're going to get something. There was a survey last year they put out for what we were looking for in terms of another Legacy of Kain game. And I'm really hoping that a lot of people didn't want a reboot. Like, they want a conclusion, which is what we all really want. We want a conclusion. There's... Defiance left off on such a huge cliffhanger. Right? Where... And this has been probably a good 15 years since I've played this. Maybe more. Where Janos, the first vampire, after we spend, like, pretty much half the game trying to resurrect him, and Kain trying to keep us from resurrecting him, and, you know, okay, spoilers, but this game is, like, frickin', like, 20 years old, so, you know, if you don't know, I'm sorry. He spent this whole time trying to prevent him from, like, resurrecting, and you're just like, why? And then he gets possessed by the evil aliens, the Hildren? The Hidden... Oh god, I can't remember what they were called now. The enemies of the vampires, and then he flies off, and then BAM! Cliffhanger, and you're like, what? And then, like, Kain kills the Elder God, or he almost kills the Elder God, and it's like... I want to know how it happens. How does the sword... like, does he close the loop? Does he make the entire thing a stable time loop? Like, so many questions. So many questions that I really want answered. How does Vorador have a head? And, like... Blood Omen 2? I think Blood Omen 2, he has his head, and he was supposed to be dead. Unless I completely misunderstood the timeline, and it's entirely possible that we all did. But there are so many things I need answered, you know. Are we gonna save Janos? Is he gonna die? And, you know, we've lost, like, 2 of the actors who were in there. You know, we lost Tony Jay, who played the Elder God. He's been passed. We lost Renee Auberjonois, who played Janos. And, you know, I don't know how long Michael Bell's going to be around. He plays Raziel. Simon Templeton, I believe, is still young, because I believe he was known as being the youngest of all of them because he was new. You know, he hadn't done voice acting before. Yeah, well, he had done some. He was Dr. Doom in one of the, what do you call it? Fantastic Four cartoons. But, you know, Tony Jay called him a baby in the industry to his face when they were recording Defiance. And it's like, we won't have much more time with some of these voice actors, and I really don't want to super recast. I'm against AI mock-ups of that, so finish the game, you know? GOG does not have Orpheo's Curse, but it does have Legacy. Yeah, does it have Legacy game? I heard it was out somewhere. But yeah, that's just me blathering on about one of my other favorite obscure games of all time. Legacy of Kain is a good game. I played Soul Reaver first. That was the first one I played, so that would have been like the second game in the series. I had a wonderful ex-boyfriend friend who introduced me to Legacy of Kain, and I fell in love, and then I went out and I found Blood Omen, because when I read, you know, magazine articles about it, it said it was a sequel. And then I went out and I played Blood Omen. And that, I think my first run in Blood Omen took me like 200 hours. That's a big game. It is a big game. Top-down, Diablo-esque. I think I only beat the game because I, like, super tanked up on magic potions, and then I just used the Soul Reaver, which is like a Oko. It's one-hit kill. And that's how I killed the boss. Took a while. And it wasn't easy. But I did it. Blood Omen 2 is not an alternate timeline. Blood Omen 2 is like, technically, it's there. But here's the funny thing about Blood Omen 2. Blood Omen 2 is basically a Chakan the Forever Man project. That never got off that didn't get off the ground, and so they just basically repurposed a lot of the assets to be in Blood Omen 2, which is why it looks different. It was also in simultaneous, if I remember correctly. I was into this a while ago. My memory's not what it's been. It was in simultaneous development with Soul Reaver 2, and they did not communicate for whatever reason. They were not in communicado when the games were being done. Amy Hennig would have to come back, and I am under the impression, I believe she is semi-retired? Yeah, it was and if you look at it, it is definitely a Chakan game, and I'm thankful Blood Omen 2 exists, but there's always a part of me that goes, what if? Because Chakan, it belongs to a very, very small fraternity of Genesis games that scared the fuck out of me. And the other game it shares that with me in that fraternity is Echo the fucking Dolphin. You can't tell me that Echo the Dolphin isn't a horror game. Because Echo the Dolphin is a fucking horror game. And I'm not going to worry about spoilers because the game is like 20 years old, but aliens. Aliens. Why? Why were there aliens? Why was she creepy? Why was the queen? I can't remember what the name of the alien race was. You guys would probably tell me in the chat. Hive Queen? Vortex Queen. Vortex Queen was scary as shit. Horror game. Horror game. Horror game. Horror game. Creepy. Creepy as shit. Anyway, big long rant. Hoping to see that a Legacy of Kain project just completes the story. That's really... And I was very detailed in my responses, and I heard they got thousands of responses, which is good. I hope they respect a lot of our wishes, and I'm hoping that most people wanted a conclusion rather than a remake. A remake, I feel, would be way too difficult to navigate and then make a satisfying conclusion. I think a remake is more work in a weird sort of way, is more work than just concluding the story. And they've had a couple tries at it. I've seen some of the, you know, the canceled ArtStation, canceled video game on ArtStation stuff, you know, like, I was a huge fan of Ben Lincoln's website. If you were into Legacy of Kain, you know who Ben Lincoln was. And I was chatting with him in emails, you know, once or twice. I'm just making sure I color this right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Vortex. Yeah, I just want a good Legacy of Kain game. Wow, that is a really gaudy outfit. I'm all for it, guys. I mean, it's such a unique story. The time loop shit was confusing, but I was there for it. The anti-hero that is Kain, like, he was cool. He was so extra. I love Kain. With his big ass speeches and shit. How do you not fall in love with that? I know Kain belongs to that very special white-haired, sword-wielding pretty boy. Pretty boy. There's something appealing about his... I think it's a handsome look. But yeah. Legacy Kain, man. Good game series. Series I want a conclusion to. And then that's it. No more games, right? Maybe remake them to modernize the games after it's been concluded. I don't know. I just need to know, how does the Soul Reaver get into Avernus Castle? Does he close the time loop in a stable way where nothing bad shit happens? Kain's gonna die. I mean, we all know that. Raziel is now, you know, that ravenous spirit inside the sword. It's a sad ending. And man, was that boss battle, that end boss battle was annoying as fuck. I'm looking back on that and I was like, shit. I was thinking of playing Defiance and then I remembered that the Elder God was really annoying. Holy cow. It was an annoying boss battle. It was a cool boss battle for like 20 minutes. And then it just got really aggravating for me. I mean, if Devil May Cry can have a really cool, like, send-off, I think Kain and Raziel deserve that. Talking about... We're done. Good job. Yeah. It's so gaudy, I love it. There you go. Clean up some of these lines. Okay. I should probably... Is that a helicopter? I've been having a lot of those recently. Uh-oh. Is it the lizard overlords spying on us? Aliens? You guys ready for your alien girlfriend? I don't care about grays. Just tell me that Ultramen exist. That's all I care about. Does Indrid Cold exist? I don't know. That's like deep lore. Oh, shit, I hate that when that happens. That happens to everybody. You know, like deep mystery, unsolved mysteries, bullcrap, alien bullcrap. Indrid Cold exist? We're gonna be talking about aliens now, because we're on an alien page. Does Indrid Cold exist? Grabbing some Riot. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be done soon in about half an hour, so My throat's getting kind of sore-ish. What did I say we were doing Thursday? Monster Hunter? Is that what the schedule says? Hold on, let me check. Can I check my schedule? Nope. Nope. Someone who's still in chat, tell me what my schedule says for Thursday. I think it's Monster Hunter. Maybe I'll grind Velkhana on stream. I'll do one. We'll do one Velkhana hunt and then follower shit. Oh, that's right. I forgot this. No, wrong color. There we go. I'm thirsty. Thirsty. Do you want an alien GF or a goth GF? Or an alien goth GF? That would be the ultimate. Oh, poor husband. He's a little sicky. Both. Both is good. On lurk. This is Thursday is Monster Hunter. Thank you. And thank you for the lurk. Yeah, I'll do Velkhana. We'll do a Velkhana. We'll do some follower shit. I am under-geared, as we saw for Amatsu. There we go. I could not think of the name of it. Amatsu, I am not ready for. I do need Velkhana because I just need the straight, what do you call it? The defense, the ability to go beyond. That is something we will need. Otherwise, I will get bodied. Maybe we'll do a couple of event quests. We'll see. It's the end of the season for Splatoon, and so I've got to, like, unfortunately, keep track of that. Crap. I have not been doing very good lately. I want to quit, but I cannot. I wish I could quit you! Sorry. I don't know how many of you guys are, old enough to remember Brokeback.
It's like Brokeback with ugly boys.
Little Shin-Chan reference for you. God, Shin-Chan. I haven't watched Shin-Chan in ages. Tap a bear if I'm down for some of the event yeah, I'm down. You guys wanna do some hunting together? Choco? Yeah, let's do that. Lord of Iceho? Yeah. She's unpleasant because, like, movement and just... She's hard to solo. She's hard with 2 people. 3 would probably make her very bearable, though. But husband is nowhere near that. I don't know if he's going to get back to his PC character. But I am down. That hand looks bad. It's not AI, I promise. I'm not an AI. I don't need artificial to be intelligent. I don't need to be intelligent to be artificial. I have no idea what I'm saying. She is hard to solo. Yeah, I've tried. It's just that my current Malzeno build cannot withstand Amatsu. Amatsu just hits like a truck. And I don't got a good damage output. Cry. Cool boss, though. It is a cool boss. I'm not gonna... It was frustrating. But it's cool. It is a cool boss. Don't get me wrong. It's pretty. The gear's nice, too, I think. I think the gear's pretty nice. I'm playing Splatoon by myself. Fest, probably Love, because I believe in Love. I went with Love the last 2 times, I believe. Because I think they've done Money versus Love. Both games. So I'm going Love, because I believe in Love, even though I don't love the game. I need Celestine. And I need iridescent. Yeah, there's a... You didn't know? Yeah, there it's... when is it? Is it like the second weekend? Decon? Yeah, they've been going hog on support for that shit. I mean, did you even see, like, the challenges? The challenges are pretty nuts. Like, all Trizuka, like, I didn't see, like, the US, like, translated, announcements. But there's, like, a challenge where it looked like it had low gravity for tower control, and it almost made me go, that looks fun. Like, that kind of looks fun. So, yeah. It's like once a month there's something, is how it looks like they're doing support for 3. So if it's not a big run, it's a Splatfest. I've, for the most part, given up being on the same team as most people, except Decon. Decon, I know, usually chooses the same thing I do, except for last time you were a traitor and chose vanilla. But yeah, I am choosing love, because it's love, money, and fame. I believe. I don't know who has what. Vanilla E, vanilla cum. Normally I do choose. I would have chosen lewd. But I like strawberry and I like sorbet, and that was the closest thing to sorbet, and that's Splatfest. Ergo, I chose it. And we got bodied. You're welcome for the win, she said bitterly. There is some bitterness, some true bitterness in that. You're welcome. I don't remember who won last time. I want to say Money won when it was Pearl, but a Love won when it was Callie. I have not checked those Splatfests in ages, so I could not tell you off the top of my head who has won traditionally. But I figure... I don't know who it is, but I figure Shiver might be Money. She just seems like the type. Only a couple matches with Trizuka. Yeah, that's what it looked like, right? It just looked like just a bunch of shit happening and nobody can... everybody is sending everybody else to Jesus, right? And I gotta admit, that did look fun. Could you upload? Decon uploads like a couple, and I would love to watch... Whether it's win or lose, I would love to watch it. So if you can, if you don't mind uploading one and then sharing the code so I can watch later, because I have to do my win for the day. I would love to watch. I would love to see how fucking insane the Trizuka battle is. Is it for, is the mode, it's not tower control. What's the mode for it? Is it Splat Zones? Like I said, I saw the promos for it, but it was off the JP account. Because for some reason those pops, those are in my feed more often than the American Splatoon. Vanilla and strawberry. I like strawberry. I have no shame in being my team. But we got bodied. Also, I was busy that weekend. As I am most weekends. So. Yes, Cleo, my robot waitress. She was in a short story I wrote called Psychic Cafe, where it was, there's a cafe that knows when you're gonna be there and has your shit already queued and ready to go. And how, you know, various characters, and Cleo is, like, the one that seats you. She's also a waitress, and she's an android, but she has, like, a quantum computer. It was a sci-fi story. I wrote it in my sci-fi class. And then at the very end of the story, someone shows up, and he's not on the register, because he's outside of that. They cannot predict who he is, so it ends on a cliffhanger. as to who this person is and why they can't read his future. And I never did anything else with that, but I did make a backstory about other robots before that. So I made a prequel, which is Ica. What did that stand for? I'm gonna stare at it. Artificial Intelligent Computer Android, I think is what that originally was. But yeah, she is she waitress. She knows what your order is. I like her. She's very cute. I believe I called her Cleo because, wasn't that a psychic's name? Madame Cleo? Like 1-800 Madame Cleo or something? That's where her name comes from. Her lore today. You're getting a lot of lore, chat. You're getting some lore. Not all the lore. It's hard to make this shiny. It's supposed to have indigo, but I don't have like a light indigo color, unfortunately. Where are we at? 15 minutes till... Wait, I think the sleeves are silver. Did I save this? I know I saved it, but where did I save it? Not my favorites. In the samples. Scroll, scroll, scroll on my phones. Yes, there it is. Alright, so I didn't do the rendering exact. Whatevs! There we go. It's cute. I just fell in love with this costume when I saw it. I was just like, ooh! Alien girl with like a kitschy diner outfit. I love it. I love diner outfits. I think they're super cute. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Splatoon. Yeah, I have not been enjoying my time with it, but I'm still playing. I just don't play a lot. It's hard to feel good about yourself when you feel like you're dead weight all the time. Like you try really hard and then you still fail, and it's not a good feeling. And you feel like you're keeping other people down. That's why I can't. Give me back my end parries. Also, I just don't... It's so exhausting to have to play every day. You know? Because of the battle pass. It's too much! Wait, the sleeves are silver. Yeah. Especially when I want to spend like 8 hours on Legend of Zelda. I mean, like, come on, please, Nintendo. And then you release Pikmin? Like, I love Pikmin. It's not okay. Speaking of Zelda. The feels. I cried so much. This is too dark. Okay, that's better. We'll do this one. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I don't know why I didn't do this one first. Fucking love Tears of a Kingdom. So good. But I don't want to rush through it. I want to take my time, but at the same time I'm at a point where I'm like I need my closure. I need to know what I can do. It's a good game. Game of the year. Tears of the Kingdom, game of the fucking year. It's so good. Breath of the Wild, but better. And I didn't think that was possible. What are you? I have never seen you before. Where did you come from? You have to dish. Yeah, we do. So yeah, it's the catalog thing, because I'm like one of those people who are like, I have a compulsion to have to finish something, and if I don't finish it when it's easier to finish and I gotta do it later, I'd resent my past self. So, it is what it is. I am what I am. I am what I am. That's a Popeye reference if you guys didn't know. The problem is, how do I make this darker? I guess going over it more. I mean, it's me. I don't like the game because I don't like me. It's not the game's fault, it's my fault. I don't like blaming a game when it's my skill issue. I hate my skill issue. And it's very disheartening, so it doesn't exactly make me want to keep going. But that's me, you know? That's just how I'm going with it, and that's no fault of but my own. And that's okay. That's so cute. Ah, I love it. There's too many markers on my desk. You're in the future. Future. I'm very good at the SpongeBob meme. No, I'm not. I am not. It's a skill issue, and I've no skill. Ergo, it is what it is. It do what it do, it be what it be. We'll just do a dark in the back, and we'll do a light.
I've got a nice little bit of skunk. I'm going to be asking someone from the audience to come and skin it up. But I don't want beginners. It's got to be a good joint. Look, he knows what he's talking about. Look, you can tell. You've had enough already. Back down.
It's a cute outfit, though. I do like this outfit.
Did you leave the radio on again? Probably. You know how much I love the country music scene.
What are these what are these microsamples from, Decon? Laugh. What color should we make the cupcake? Blue? Teal? Purple? Let's do the wrapper in teal. Like the cupcake wrapper. There we go. You can't really tell the shading from here, and I don't know if it's going to show up on the scan, but that's a not now Dio problem. Tuesday, so Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's a Friday me problem. Not now Dio problem. It is a Thursday Dio problem. And I'm gonna do all of everybody's shadows in like their image color. Even if it doesn't really match the picture, it matches in spirit. Because that's it. I will say that Decon, you do compliment me very well in the game. And I do like playing with you. I just don't like bitching about it because I know you like the game and I don't want to like bring you down because it's a good game for you. It's just not a good game for me right now. That is a very unusual color that I don't know what's going on with it. What is this color? It reads as gray, but it is like a not gray. The cherry needs to be red. Boop. Let's make this the same color as hers. I just think that would be really cute. There we go. Did you leave the radio on? Yeah. Ah, gotcha. Understood. Some of them are pretty funny. It actually compelled me to listen to it. You know, it's probably the whole... Let's try that. Hold on. And we're gonna blend. Where'd you go? I like this color because it's called Moon White. I like it. It's what I used for not Lady Maria, but you know, Technically Lady Maria. It's what I used for the doll's eyes in the Bloodborne piece I did last month. Moon White, because, you know, moon presence and lore.
Let's drop the break.
I want to get back into Bloodborne again, but I'd have to use a not as good mic. I'd have to use the mic off my headphones for it. Unless we get the capture card working. Which, you know, we can do. We can do. I haven't played Bloodborne in a while. Love that game. Her hair turned out too gray. Hold on, I want to try something. What does this look like? It's like a dull purple, and I want a little bit more vibrancy. Okay. Catch it quick! Blending. 'Tis hard. Oh, got it on her forehead. Whoops. I can fix it. Yeah, I don't want you to think that I'm terrible on purpose for you. I don't want to hold you back. You're a great... You make me proud with your Flingza. Which, by the way, it's in a current route with, there's a current salmon run rotation with it in there, and, like, a lot of the time, this morning when I was playing, yeah, that looks strange, but you know what, I'm gonna let it dry, and it'll be a not now Dio problem. What was I saying? Oh, Salmon Run. There was a salmon. It's in rotation, I believe, right now, or it was when I was playing earlier, and like people didn't know what the fuck they were doing with the Flingza, and I was like, you can roll over mobs, except for the big chonkers. Takes care of mobs really good, and it also has an Explosher, and I felt like I was the only person with the Explosher trying to get rid of Flyfish. It was very... You cannot do... here's a tip. Explosher plus fish sticks, no go. Do not do. Let somebody else do that. Oh, no, it wasn't. It's a big swig. It was a big swig this morning. Anyway. Yeah. Lesson today. Explosher plus Flyfish equals death. Explosher plus... Oh, not Flyfish. Fish stick. Flyfish equals good time. I can talk. Dog's barking, expecting Daddy-O to be home. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, looks like we got a little bit of a lag. Okay, we're back. It's a little laggy, though. Happened at the end, though, so I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, but like Sonic is like a one-player game, and this is a competitive game. I think it's a little different, just a smidge different. But I get what you're saying, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you sympathizing in a way like that, because it means that you're really understanding with what you're picking up what I'm putting down. Yeah, Exposure plus Fix Stick, no mas. no negative buenas, as we like to say. Anyway. It's about 7:30. Start getting ready for my sign off because I has to make dinner. I'm attempting a yakisoba. Never done it before. I'm gonna look up some recipes. I like making sound effects. What are we doing? We're doing Monster Hunter. Then more of this. I'm also uploading last year's, because I didn't upload them last year. I was wasn't sure about uploading my art streams, but I've gotten some positive reaction on you. Oh, we didn't finish this. Hold on. I got some positive reactions on YouTube, and that is not the color I thought this was, but that's fine. So I'm gonna posting old stuff along with new stuff like this, and I'm posting it within the month that they're taking place. So like I did all of the outfit August, they're all gonna upload. New and old are gonna upload around the same time. Both July streams from last year and this year are already up. If you check my art streams, I have a playlist on my YouTube, Cardcaptor Loki. It doesn't have it's a name I had before they got bought by Google, so don't judge me. But I got that. They're both up. Old February flowers and this year's February flowers are up. Advent calendar stuff is up. And so as these go up week by week, I will also upload last year's, and I won't do it all at once. I'm going to try and keep my upload schedule consistent. So if you're curious, I want to look at some of this. It'll be uploaded to my YouTube. I believe that's all linked on my About. Let me check. Yeah, my YouTube is on there. Yeah, I got like 2 people who said nice things on one of the July streams, on like a last year's July streams, which is really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on doing it, and then I'm also offloading them off the PC onto a backup hard drive so I don't gum it up. I'm gonna start offloading some of my other older streams. I've been doing this for about what, 2 years now? It'll be 2 years this fall, I want to say. I don't have a lot of followers. I'm not looking to have a lot of... I don't want a lot of followers. I don't want to be... Is it heretical to say I don't think I could handle being an affiliate? I don't think it's for me. While it would be nice to make a little pocket revenue, I don't think it's for me. I just want to have like a really small, intimate, people drop in kind of a thing. We chat. Sometimes it's just me talking to myself and you guys just listen, and I'm okay with that. Like, I don't need... It's not for me, but I'm red hot for when my friends get affiliates, and when they get, like... You guys should totally be following, like, all my friends. So you need to be following Sparkling Parfait. You need to be following Darjeelinkling. He's awesome! He is also a far superior Splatoon player than I am. He's like good rank. You need to follow him. You need to follow Dat Black Bear. He does a lot of cool stuff. The husband doesn't stream, but he does have a YouTube, and it's called Operational Minimums on YouTube. And it's sort of like a quick guide to Street Fighter 2 characters. Follow them. Like, if you've always wanted to learn, like, Street Fighter, check them out. Like, there's some good stuff in there that does kind of apply to modern Street Fighters. Some good basics. And then you can learn from there. Check them out. Decon Theed, he streams sometimes, but he does all my music. So all the music you guys have been hearing, maybe you don't want that many people, but definitely throw Decon Theed some listens with your ears. All the music you've heard on all of these, that's all done by him. With permission. Yeah, I know how you feel about large followings, but I hope it's okay that I'm telling people to go listen to your music, because your music's pretty cool. 103 Records on Bandcamp. Check them out. My friend Neo Neko. All the O's in Neo Neko are zeros. He does Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. He's pretty cool. Check him out. Who else do I know that streams? Like, streams. Like, people I know physically. I know I'm forgetting someone. But, yeah, like, check them out. Some of them are affiliate. Throw them a sub. Because they're really cool, and they inspired me to do this and try to be more consistent with it. Oh, it's fine for your music? Okay, yeah, totally follow Decon Theed at 103 Records, Bandcamp. Check his music out. It's good stuff. We're still working on Battlemania 2.1. I promise. It's going to come out. I promise. It'll be good. I promise. Everything's fine. Jesus Christ, my dog. You got terror? I need a better manager anxiety. Yeah, still. I mean, and I have the same anxiety worries myself. So, I mean, I totally understand that. We got a lot done. We got like 3 whole pieces done today. Yeah. And then I'm going to try and get these done by the weekend. I want to try and like keep this as fat, you know, like have buffers where I'm not like drawing every day because it is a little, I am getting older. I'm going to have some big life changes in my life that I can't do this. So like, you know, for this moment in time, I want to thank you all for like hanging out with me, whether you're watching my VODs on YouTube or you're hanging out with me right now, or you're just listening to me in the background because I ramble. I want to thank you guys. I like hanging out with you guys. Thank you. Yes, Battlemania 2.1 is happening. I will do art for it. If you buy the album, you can watch me do some of those streams. 2001's album has video links to private videos that you can watch me do the cover for. 2021. If you want to see how that cover was done, we're gonna make this work. If Battlemania 2 has to take 2 years to be done, Battlemania 2 took 2 years to be done. That's fine. We'll make it work. You know, there's nothing that says that we can't do that. It can be 2022 to 2023. Sounds cool to me. I'm alright with that. Anyway, yeah. I was just getting sappy. It's just one of those weeks, huh? But yeah. Am I blabbering for like 10 minutes almost? Yeah. We're gonna pivot to Monster Hunter. Dat Black Bear. I call him Choco too, because that was his other nickname. We'll do some hunting. And then, I do miss Monster Hunter. I'm a little rusty. Big rust. Big rust. So don't expect good shenanigans to be happening. That looks kind of pretty. And we'll hold on to Monster Hunter for a couple weeks. There may be some weeks where I only do one stream, and if I only do one stream, it will be a drawing stream. Okay? I'll make that promise. I need to be a little bit more consistent with the drawing. I'm not growing as... not that I'm looking to grow, but... growing! It'll be done when it's done. Yeah, exactly. I promise you that Battlemania 2.1 is actually going to be really good. I know it will, because we put a lot of work in this. The reason it's not been rushed out is because we want to take our time. So I think you guys are going to like it. You guys are going to totally like it. But in the meantime, Thursday is Monster Hunter. Next Tuesday will be more Outfit August. Probably a lot more. Maybe the goal that week will be let's color 4. So by then I'll have inks, and then we're just gonna go color until I run out. That'll be the game. So yeah, that's what the week's gonna look like. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for hanging out. I always appreciate it when you do. And I'll see you Thursday. So have a good night. Have a good week. See ya.